Meanwhile, Christians have been reminded that one of their primary responsibilities in response to the faithfulness of God is to express gratitude and appreciate Him always for His numerous provisions. The Venerable Ephraim Akaya, supervising priest of Maitama Archdeaconry, Diocese of Abuja, Anglican Communion, made speaking on the theme, Great is the Lord's faithfulness, at the 2020 General Harvest Thanksgiving Service of Church of the Epiphany, Karuki Area 11, Abuja. According to him, one of the easiest ways to please God is by thanking Him, saying sacrificial giving provokes stupendous blessings.
God, we need to express gratitude to God. One of the easiest ways man can please God is by thanking Him for what He has done. By your availability, by your giving, by your service. Three things. If you are not available, you cannot serve. If you are not available, you cannot give. So today, let us not be left out in contributing our little to the work of God. Sacrificial giving to God provokes stupendous blessing. What God requires of us is faithfulness. He requires of us He requires of us of loyalty. Our God is a faithful covenant keeper. He will not fail to keep His covenant in your own time and in your situation. He will remain God in your various circumstances. In the name of Jesus Christ.
The service featured the harvesting of harvest cake, presentation by the children, harvest presentation by different groups of the church, and after all, the vicar of the church and the member of the harvest committee appreciate completion of the 2020 harvest of restoration.
We are really very pleased that today marks the end of the harvest aspects of the Church of the Epiphany. With this grand closure, which is the general harvest of the church, we rounded off the harvest program of the year. We started with children and the youths and down to what is happening today. It has been a long walk towards this day. And commitments individually and collectively, and then the church also. At least for the fact that we are alive, it's enough to give thanks. We just passed through the NSAS protests. All these things, we are able to be alive. We have to thank God. Look at the church. It's rising every day. You know, each passing day you come here, you see something new. When the project was conceived, no one ever believed that we can get to this stage. But God has made it possible, and we thank Him.
I'm grateful to God that He has kept us throughout the year. When the year was starting, it was full of fun. People had high hopes. Eventually, coronavirus came to dash hopes of many people. But God saw us through that period, and we came out successfully. And that's why the theme of our harvest this year is Harvest of Restoration. And God has seen us through. We observed all our harvest this year, from the unveiling to the first fruit harvest, the children's harvest, and the men and women's harvest. And today we had our general harvest. We thank God that all this harvest went successfully and fruitfully. We are grateful to God for being with us and for showering His blessings upon us.